Today, I have compiled 7 of the best resource packs for survival Minecraft. I will be going in order of least to most useful, so stick around to the end for the best resource pack. Our next resource pack here is called Even Better Enchants. I've got a couple of books in this chest for a small example. This resource pack completely overhauls the way enchantment books look. This is super helpful for trying to locate books that you have. If you have a lot of enchantment books in your storage, say I wanted respiration, I would go to the ones with the bubbles and it's respiration. It's so much more simple. I honestly don't know how this isn't in the base game. Like, this just makes life so much easier for everyone. Our next resource pack is actually 2 resource packs that I thought I would combine into one. It's low on fire and low shields. So what low on fire basically does, I'm gonna walk into this lava for an example. You see how this fire effect on my screen just takes up like a bit more than half my screen. I don't need all of this to cover my screen to know I'm on fire. But with the resource pack on, the fire effect on my screen is dramatically decreased in like height so that I can actually see on my screen. It is so helpful, especially for a PvP if you're fighting against a guy with a lava bucket, and if you're in the nether caving and something like that, you fall down into lava. The really big lava effect on your screen does not help trying to escape from it, so this is very handy. For the low on shields resource pack, it essentially does the same thing just for shields on the side of your screen. So I've got a shield here and I'll turn the resource pack on. As you can see now, the shield is now way lower in my screen, way more helpful for combat and fighting some mobs, especially against other players so that you can actually see what they're doing. Yeah, just really helpful. Our next resource pack up will be changing the look of ancient debris, as you can see here. Now, I placed this down and goodness me, it is very bright blue and can glow. This is way more useful whenever you're going looking for ancient debris, because it really does stand out. Let me turn this resource pack off to show you how much of a difference this makes. As you can see with the resource pack off, it just looks way more dimmer. This actually looks like one of those cinnamon buns, and honestly, I'm really hungry right now. So yeah, with the resource pack on, it makes a huge difference. This is essential if you're going ancient debris hunting. The next resource pack will completely fix this ugly overlay when you're wearing a pumpkin on your head. This could be really useful for the end, for example, trying to find a elytra so that you can look around at endermen and not be afraid of them attacking you. But the trade-off is this like really ugly effect. Now with the resource pack on, you can see at the bottom left of my screen, it just tells me you are wearing a pumpkin instead of the really ugly like black overlay on your screen. And this amazing resource pack is called Better Pumpkins. Our next resource pack, we have landed in a cave here. I have had to turn my shaders off so that this works. It is called New Glowing Ores. This is really helpful if you're caving, you're looking for ores. As you can see, the diamonds are quite dark right now, and all of the other ores are too. Right, let's get this on so you guys can see the massive difference this makes. And this is it with the resource pack on. You can see all of the ores so much better with this resource pack. It is incredible. This resource pack, I'm gonna say, is essential for caving, and in the future I'm gonna always use this. Our first resource pack is going to be redstone tweaks. This is going to be a very useful resource pack if you use redstone a lot, and even if you don't use it a lot, it could be potentially helpful because it actually shows you which way these things are facing, which is really helpful for me. I always get confused with that. If I power this line here, you can see there are numbers on the redstone here. The numbers on these pieces of redstone signify how much power it is outputting. This is really helpful for builds which are quite long in like redstone sense, so that you will always know when you're going to run out of power here. This mod also tells you what kind of sound that is going to be displayed here. You see that? I'm not a music guy. I have zero clue what any of that means, but could be helpful if you're trying to make anything as like a music thing, maybe like a doorbell or something. This could be helpful for. Our next resource pack is actually sus. It completely changes the way that the suspicious sand and suspicious gravel look. If I was in a cave or digging in one of those ruins, then it is quite hard to tell normal gravel from suspicious gravel apart. And most of the time when I do that, I end up accidentally mining the suspicious gravel, so I don't get anything. Let's pop the resource pack on. Like, the resource pack is actually called sus in the resource pack folder thing. Now you can clearly see the difference between suspicious gravel and normal gravel. Same with the sand. And honestly, it's not just useful for that. This is a absolutely beautiful block that you can incorporate in your builds. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching this video. I have had fun compiling these 9 or 8? Oh, honestly, I can't remember. Resource packs that I have shown you. It has, yeah, it's been fun. Please leave a like and subscribe if this helped. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.